When the first rumors emerged suggesting that Remy Ma and Papoose might be experiencing serious difficulties in their relationship, many people initially paid little attention. Celebrity couples separate all the time, and most of these stories tend to appear briefly in headlines before fading into obscurity. At first glance, it seemed like another fleeting story, a temporary trend that would spark conversation for a few days and then vanish. However, as more information began to surface and online discussions intensified, it became increasingly evident that this situation was far more complex than a typical breakup narrative. The deeper people examined the circumstances, the more they realized that the story was not simply about a temporary misunderstanding or a passing disagreement. It involved years of shared history, emotional investments, career pressures, and private decisions that were never fully visible to the public. For a long time, Remy Ma and Papoose were celebrated as one of the most loyal and enduring couples in the entertainment industry. Their relationship was often portrayed as a symbol of unwavering commitment, resilience, and mutual support. Fans admired the way they seemed to navigate the unique challenges of fame and public life, often pointing to their marriage as evidence that long-term love could survive even in an industry notorious for fleeting relationships and publicized conflicts. Television interviews, social media posts, and public appearances consistently showed them celebrating milestones together, smiling during interviews, and openly discussing the importance of loyalty. This cultivated public image led many to believe that their marriage was nearly unshakable, making any hint of trouble appear particularly surprising to longtime supporters who had followed their journey over the years. Yet, as is often the case with celebrity relationships, the public image rarely tells the full story. Behind every carefully curated moment, there are private conversations, disagreements, sacrifices, and emotional struggles that remain hidden from view. Over the years, subtle rumors occasionally surfaced suggesting tension between Remy Ma and Papoose. These ranged from potential financial disagreements to whispers of trust issues. While most of these stories never evolved into confirmed scandals, they planted small seeds of doubt for some observers. Despite these occasional whispers, the couple continued to appear publicly together, reinforcing the impression that their relationship remained solid. As time passed, fans' confidence in their unbreakable bond only grew, which made the eventual developments all the more dramatic when the cracks in that carefully constructed narrative finally became visible. To understand why the situation eventually commanded so much attention, it is helpful to reflect on the early stages of their relationship. Remy Ma built her career as a respected voice in hip-hop, earning recognition for her confident persona, sharp lyricism, and commanding presence. Fans admired her authenticity, determination, and unwavering commitment to her craft. Papoose, likewise, developed a reputation as a disciplined and skilled lyricist, known for his focus and dedication. When the two came together, many observers saw a pairing that was balanced and mutually respectful. A union not just rooted in romance but also in a shared understanding of each other's ambitions and professional challenges. This combination of personal and professional alignment contributed to the perception of a relationship built on both love and respect, reinforcing the public's admiration for their partnership. A significant turning point in their shared narrative came when Remy Ma faced legal challenges that resulted in her serving prison time. During this challenging period, Papoose's loyalty became a defining element of their story. He spoke openly about standing by her, maintaining regular visits, and remaining steadfastly committed to the relationship, despite the difficulties posed by the circumstances. In an industry where loyalty is often scrutinized and questioned, Papoose's actions resonated deeply with fans. Many saw his dedication as evidence of a bond that was genuine, resilient, and capable of surviving extreme trials. By the time Remy Ma returned home, their relationship had already acquired the status of something extraordinary, a testament to enduring love and unwavering support. Following her release, the couple frequently appeared together in interviews, sharing their experiences and reflecting on lessons learned during those trying years. These public discussions strengthened their image as a couple who had faced significant adversity but remained united, earning admiration and a sense of inspiration from fans around the world. For years, the positive narrative surrounding their relationship dominated public perception, leaving little room for doubt or alternative interpretations. Their marriage came to symbolize loyalty and steadfastness, becoming a cornerstone of both their personal identities and public brands. However, as time passed, small signs of tension began to emerge. Rumors gradually gained traction, particularly when discussions involved other individuals, including Claressa Shields, a high-profile figure in her own right. These developments amplified public curiosity and led many fans to question the stability of a relationship they had long admired. Questions began to circulate widely. Was the relationship as solid as it appeared? Had problems persisted behind the scenes for years without public awareness? And if so, why had those issues remained hidden for so long? This surge of curiosity led to intense discussions online, with fans scrutinizing every interview, post, and social media interaction in an effort to decipher potential clues. One reason the story drew such strong attention was the emotional investment that audiences often develop in celebrity couples they have followed for years. Fans who watched Remy Ma and Papoose navigate life together felt a personal connection to their story. When signs of conflict emerged, it was almost akin to witnessing a beloved television series take an unexpected narrative turn. Every social media post, interview, and public appearance became subject to careful examination, as observers tried to piece together what might be occurring behind closed doors. Another factor that heightened public fascination was the concept of branding within celebrity relationships. Over time, Remy Ma and Papoose had cultivated an image of stability, loyalty, and commitment, which became closely intertwined with their public personas. When a relationship's identity is constructed around these ideals, any hint of conflict or instability can provoke a disproportionately strong reaction. In many ways, the shock experienced by the public was not solely about the difficulties within the relationship itself, but also about the sudden disruption of the image they had come to accept over the years. Financial discussions also became a central point of analysis. Reports suggested that different phases of their marriage involved shifting financial responsibilities, leading some observers to reconsider previous assumptions about the dynamics within the partnership. When audiences learn more about how money, career success, and support roles function within a relationship, it can dramatically reshape their understanding of past events. Actions once interpreted as purely romantic or symbolic may take on additional layers of meaning when contextualized within long-term planning and financial negotiations. As the situation unfolded, both Remy Ma and Papoose acknowledged that their relationship had faced challenges over the years. Reports described misunderstandings, emotional strain, and personal growth as central elements of the evolving narrative. The story, therefore, could not be neatly categorized into a simple dichotomy of right versus wrong. Rather, it represented a long-term partnership shaped by shifting priorities, career pressures, and the natural evolution of individual identities. In reality, relationships are rarely reducible to binary narratives, yet public discourse often seeks simplified stories because they are easier to comprehend. The involvement of Claressa Shields added an additional layer of complexity. As a prominent figure with a strong public presence, any perceived connection naturally attracted significant attention. When multiple well-known personalities intersect within a controversy, public discourse tends to intensify. Supporters of each party defend their preferred figure, while critics dissect every action, creating an environment in which debates escalate quickly and speculation spreads almost instantaneously. Social media, in particular, amplifies this phenomenon, allowing opinions and rumors to circulate rapidly, sometimes solidifying into widely accepted assumptions before facts are fully verified. A further factor contributing to the intense scrutiny was how quickly public perception can shift once new information surfaces. For years, many people viewed the couple's relationship as nearly perfect. The emergence of conflicting reports led some of those same supporters to re-evaluate their prior beliefs. This rapid transformation underscores how public opinion can change dramatically when audiences are presented with new perspectives, even when the full truth remains elusive. It also demonstrates how reputations, carefully cultivated over years, can shift almost overnight in the digital age, where instant reactions and widespread dissemination of information shape collective understanding. Throughout the controversy, occasional statements from the individuals involved added additional dimensions to the story. Efforts to clarify misunderstandings often produced divergent interpretations. Supporters perceived these communications as honest attempts to share the truth, while critics sometimes saw them as calculated efforts to manage public perception. This divergence highlights the challenges of communication when deeply personal matters unfold under public scrutiny. Career pressures undoubtedly played a role as well. Celebrities navigate demanding schedules, heightened public expectations, and the constant gaze of online audiences while simultaneously contending with personal difficulties. Misunderstandings or perceived criticism on social media can exacerbate emotional responses, turning private disagreements into prolonged public debates that endure far longer than the initial conflict. The story also sparked broader conversations about relationships more generally. Analysts and commentators often use such high-profile examples to explore the dynamics of long-term partnerships, emphasizing that shared history does not necessarily guarantee lasting harmony. Some observers stress the importance of addressing problems early rather than suppressing them for appearance's sake. Others note that personal growth can lead individuals down divergent paths, even when strong emotional bonds remain. Additionally, the situation reflects broader societal conversations about authenticity. Public figures tend to present curated glimpses of their lives, highlighting achievements, celebrations, and positive experiences while concealing challenges. When conflicts eventually become visible, audiences are often caught off guard, having been unaware of prior struggles. The contrast between polished public images and private realities encourages reflection on the authenticity of the narratives audiences consume. As discussions continued, speculation about reconciliation versus permanent separation remained a central theme. Some questioned whether the couple could repair their relationship given their long history together, while others predicted that the challenges they faced might be insurmountable. Without clear, definitive updates, rumors and conjecture flourished, fueled by each new post, appearance, or statement. Additional reports, overlapping timelines, and debates about personal accountability only compounded the complexity of the situation. Each new development generated more questions rather than providing concrete answers, illustrating the intricate nature of human relationships and the difficulty of reducing them to simplistic narratives. At its core, the story of Remy Ma and Papoose illustrates the intersection of human emotions, career ambitions, financial realities, and personal choices in ways that are often unpredictable. Even relationships that appear strong on the surface may contain unresolved issues that ultimately emerge. When such matters involve public figures, media attention magnifies every detail, sometimes creating the perception of heightened drama. Private disagreements that might remain contained in ordinary couples' lives can transform into global conversations when celebrities are involved. Despite the widespread public discourse, it is important to recognize that only the individuals directly involved fully understand the reality of their experiences. Media reports, interviews, and social media posts provide fragments of information that rarely convey the complete emotional context. Over time, as additional details emerge, public perception may shift, revealing that early assumptions were incomplete or inaccurate. The story of Remy Ma, Papoose, and the surrounding discussions exemplifies how relationships in the public eye are shaped not only by personal decisions, but also by the narratives constructed around them. Carefully cultivated reputations can change rapidly when new information surfaces, and audiences must grapple with the tension between the image they have come to accept and the realities that may eventually emerge.